All right.
We're back.
There are many technical difficulties.
Back in it.
On our end and on our guest's end.
Yeah, just trying to Just trying
It
to get
seems
it.
like every week now lately.
Yeah, just trying to get everybody going.
Something doesn't work anymore, and it's
Yeah.
not. And it's not anybody's fault. It's just like,
It's just one of those
It's like-
things.
yeah. I forgot to hit record again.
You
All right,
you keep
so-
kicking yourself in the foot with that thing.
Here we
every
are.
week.
It's fine. This time it was only 30 seconds in the show. I can
Oh, yeah.
fix it from now
Yeah,
because technically I can just throw the intro on there and then start talking about how we screwed up the first 5 minutes of the show.
that's true.
That's
That's
fine.
true. Welcome
But-
back, everyone. We are on episode 86. This
Yes.
week we are having on Petra House.
Yes.
They house traveling musicians
Mm-hmm.
out on tour, or if they're passing through, need a place to rest.
Mm-hmm.
They provide that for them, which is awesome.
I think we got Skype figured out.
Yep, I think we are good to go.
Hopefully it's not another fiasco like with Ross last week.
The thing though with Skype is it never works for anyone.
No. That's what, like the same thing happened last week, but we didn't do a test call with Ross.
Right.
We just called. And
I've watched like huge podcasts where they use Skype and they still
Mm-hmm.
have issues, and they have better equipment and everything,
Yeah.
and they still have issues. So a lot of it is just Skype.
Yeah. I'm glad we did a test call because
Yeah.
they ended up having to switch computers to
Right.
get it
Which-
to work.
It happens. It happens.
Yeah, I just hate Skype. I want to write a strongly worded letter to Skype. I know it's a free service, but
Dear Skype, I hate you.
I know you're free, but I still hate you.
Love, Grant. So,
Yeah. But we're calling them at 7, so in about
yes,
about 12, 13 minutes.
about 12, 13 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So we have this, for people who don't normally watch, we do this segment every week where it's called On This Day in Music. So it kind of takes you a little bit through music history and, major headlines of music that happened on this day.
Mm-hmm. The first times we did this, we had a lot.
Yeah,
Matt really got carried away with it.
I did.
But now he's narrowed it down to just 2 events throughout the decades.
Dick Tyner from Podcastrophe and Into the Journey into Comics Network just popped in and said, Dick blesses this podcast. Definitely thank you for that.
Oh, thanks, Facebook, for not updating my chat window. Gosh.
Maybe yours is behind,
I don't know, man. I hate internet.
right?
I went into the wrong business.
So on this day in 1981, Jamaican singer-songwriter Bob Marley passed away at the age of 36. In July 1977, Marley was found to have a type of malignant melanoma under the nail of the toe.
Wow.
Marley's health deteriorated as the cancer had spread throughout his body. Marley had the 1981 single No Woman, No Cry, plus over 10 other UK top 40 singles. In 1990, February 6th was proclaimed as a national holiday in Jamaica to commemorate his birth. The compilation album Legend, released in 1984, is the best-selling reggae album ever, with sales of more than 20 million copies. Time magazine chose Bob Marley and the Wailers' Exodus as the greatest album of the 20th century.
Nice. I did not know that's how he died.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. Under the nail of his toe. Man, I hate nature.
Sarah said, Dear Skype, I hate your stinking guts. You make me vomit. You're the scum between my toes. Love, Grant.
Thank you, Sarah.
Yeah. Dick said, we had terrible chat issues the other day. I feel you. Yeah. It just happens.
Yeah. It just seems to be happening every week now for some reason.
Yeah.
And there's like nothing you can do about it.
happens.
May 11th, 2011, one of the rarest rock T-shirts in the world sold for $10,000. The largest sum ever paid for a vintage T-shirt. There it is right there. The record-setting sale of a 1979 Led Zeppelin T-shirt on eBay was sold by Kyle, and I hate you, Matt, Emmermadiger of Stormcrow Vintage. The recent completion of transaction placed the purchase as the world's rarest, most expensive vintage T-shirt. I don't even like that shirt.
Right.
I like the I'm guessing that's the back side that says Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
I don't like the front though.
Yeah. The front's pretty cool.
It's okay.
Nebworth.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
That is
Is it
one.
is it signed or is that a fake signature?
I think it's maybe that's what made it.
It doesn't say, does it?
Says 79.
I don't know. I don't know if that's like.
I don't.
But it's the same as like the rest of the shirt. So is it
Right,
like
it's like the same color.
printed on?
I think it's printed
thing?
on signature.
Ah.
Just so happened to have that same color marker. Sweet.
Convenient.
Yeah.
Huh.
So we got the local spotlight this week. Trying something new. I have some images ready.
Which way do you scroll on this thing? You scroll up.
Mm.
It goes up. Okay. It goes from the top. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yours is. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
You would think as somebody that does things all the time with technology and things, I know what I'm doing. But I don't. I don't at all.
But I don't.
I already had a piece of equipment fail on our end today.
Yeah, it happens.
It's either my computer or the interface is taking a crap.
Taking a big old crap-a-rooney.
I don't know which one to be more upset about. I want a new computer, but I don't want to buy one right now.
They're expensive. They're just.
And then, the new MacBooks are garbage. They're just garbage fires. But I want a new MacBook.
Yeah.
I'm not buying ones that are out now, though. So
Nick said Nick Maxim booked Angel
I can't pronounce.
Vivaldi.
Yeah.
Vivaldi. Yeah.
I'm not good at English.
I can't pronounce names, but I know who he is, and
Yeah.
I saw that today, and I was like, "What? Dude shreds." So, Wednesday, May 16th. Wrong thing.
That's not. Yeah. There you
Wednesday,
go.
May 16th. Join Michael Kelsey, Joe Peters, and Nikki Kerr for Songwriters Night at the Knickerbocker Saloon. Show
Sweet.
starts at 6 p.m. No cover charge. 21 and older.
Nice. Friday, May 18th. People's Life presents Tiki Surf Luau at the Knickerbocker Saloon. The Catatonics will be performing. Doors open at 7 p.m. Show starts at 8 p.m. $7 cover, 21 plus.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. You keep.
Yes.
Oh, that's my things behind. I'm like, you keep going to the wrong picture. I never watched the live stream like on my computer, so it's weird.
Friday, May 18th, the Doom Room presents Monte Luna, Thorax, Void King, and Lenore Cult live at the North End Pub. Doors open at 7 p.m. Show starts at 8 p.m. $5 cover, charge 21 and older.
Friday, May 18th. Lofa Productions and the Lafayette Theater present hip hop cash drop performances all night from the rockstar DJ Trey King C's Young Splash and more. $500 cash drop at midnight. The event starts at 9 p.m. Tickets available $10 on Ticket Flyer, $15 at the door. What is a cash drop?
I don't know. Like, do they just drop cash from the ceiling?
Yeah.
Are they in the hip hop balloon cash? Are they in the balloons?
Are they in the balloons?
How'd you get like money in the? That'd be difficult.
He's a special kind of person. I don't know, but go to the cash drop. See what it's all about.
Yeah. Saturday, May 19th, Frank Muffin will be performing at Digby's Pub and Patio. Show starts at 10 p.m.
Nice.
That's a big show too.
Yeah. Saturday, May 19th, I Prevail will be performing at Lafayette Theater with support from Fight Like Sin. Doors open at 7 p.m. Show starts at 8 p.m. General admission, standing $28, balcony $24. Day of tickets $32. Tickets available at ticketfly.com. I'd go, but I'm going to be at Jason Aldean.
Yeah. I'd go, but we're going to
you're
be podcasting.
Yeah.
That's going to be a good one.
Yeah, I kind of wish I was going to be here, but I kind of want to go watch this country shit show. Even though I don't know why we bought pavilion tickets. I like the lawn seats better, really.
Damn, pavilion?
I didn't buy them. Travis bought them.
Jeez, fancy.
Well, I got to pay him back, but... Yeah, I know. He goes, $80. I'm like, Jesus, for lawn seats? He goes, no, pavilion. I'm like, oh.
You're like, why'd you do that?
He didn't want to get... He said he got rained on one time.
Oh, really?
Like, so?
That makes it more fun.
Right? Be out there with my pants off, my boots on in the rain.
You gotta get them shit kickers.
I bought some new shit kickers.
Did you?
Yeah. I went the...
Do they have the American flag on them?
No.
Damn it, dude.
I went the Michael Bolton route and went country style.
I like how Dick said country. Jason Aldean's not too bad.
No, he's all right. I do like...
That dude can kind of shred, too.
Yeah, I like... He's not bad. I Like the Florida Georgia line crap.
No, I don't.
This guy's not as poppy. He's got some songs that are
he's not
popular.
as stadium country.
Not quite as bad. He's kind of in between, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, my video of the week's some backwood shit.
So we got some quick headlines.
Mm-hmm.
Only a few this week. R. Kelly's music has been removed from Spotify playlist after sexual misconduct allegations.
But he's been sexually misconducting people for years now.
Yeah, he's been peeing on people.
That's what I didn't understand when I saw that.
Yeah.
Isn't he the one now that has like the sex cult thing, they think? He's kind of going the Corey Feldman route.
Yeah.
Did you notice
He's
that?
getting weird.
He's got like isn't he
Speaking of Corey Feldman.
That is R. Kelly, right? That he's doing that?
Yeah. Speaking of Corey Feldman, did he like did somebody just like get rid of him because nobody's heard anything out of him in a while?
Good. I don't know.
That dude got weird.
Well, yeah. I don't. Yeah, I don't.
You're right. Aldean's not the worst. Florida Georgia line is like the ICP of ICP in country terms. It's just garbage, and the fans are garbage too. That's pretty accurate.
You're garbage, and your fans are garbage.
Garbage. And then they get giant fans and then dump garbage into the fans and it blows it onto the garbage fans.
Former Murder Dolls and dope drummer Ben Graves has passed away at the age of 46 after his battle with cancer. I need to stop laughing at the beginning of the titles before I read the whole thing.
Yeah.
So,
Maybe.
Yeah.
I
just thought Murder Dolls was a funny name.
Oh, not dope.
Dope's pretty good too,
Yeah.
but I don't know, I like Murder Dolls
Dope's pretty
better.
dope name. Set it off to play select dates on Final Warped Tour.
Nice.
Nice.
Upcoming tours. Seaway announces summer headlining tour. Yeah.
Yep. Slayer announced final dates for the European tour.
Nice. Mike Shinoda announced a solo tour in Asia. We have a headline for Mike Shinoda every week.
Yeah, well, he's a popular dude.
He's busy.
He is busy.
Mm-hmm.
The Neighborhood announced fall tour dates.
Mm-hmm. A Nine Inch Nails tour is coming.
Mm-hmm. Which, if you haven't seen Nine Inch Nails,
that'd be a good show, I think.
it is. I saw him one year at Lollapalooza, and it was amazing.
Really?
Mm-hmm. State Champs announced South American tour dates.
Nice. Hawthorne Heights announces tour dates for Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think people in Mexico know exactly where Ohio is?
Possibly.
Maybe.
Possibly.
They probably know more about geography than we do.
Read this one.
Christina Aguilera announces first North American tour in over 10 years.
And Phil Collins plots first North American tour in 12 years. How's it feel to get one-upped?
And J. Cole got a North American tour.
Mm-hmm. J. Cole. So I added a new section.
Canceled tour dates.
Yeah.
And shows. Interesting.
Billy Joe Armstrong's new band, The Long Shot, postponed tour dates. Armstrong took to Instagram last night to share the news that due to a very serious family emergency, very serious family emergency with one of the band members, they were forced to cancel the remaining West Coast shows.
That sucks.
Mm-hmm.
So, we want to do our videos of the week real quick before we call them?
Yeah, let's jump in.
Get it.
Mine's by Childish Gambino.
Mm-hmm.
It's the video that he just released, This Is America. And if you haven't watched it, it's kind of eye-opening, really.
I haven't watched it. I've seen a lot of stuff about it, but I actually haven't watched it yet.
Yeah?
I don't know why. I see the articles and stuff about it. I'm like, oh, that looks cool. And then I just don't go watch it.
Sweet. Let me do something else.
Right. Mine is from Coulter Wall, and it's called Kate McCannon.
Kate McCannon.
It's pretty good.
Is it Kate McCannon or Kate McKinnon?
It's Kate McCannon.
McCannon. McCannon.
Yes. It's a good song. He's Canadian, but he does some like straight old school country shit.
Nice.
It's pretty good. I like it.
Weird song, incredibly interesting video. Yeah, definitely. Hey, Janet.
I do need to watch it. I haven't watched it yet.
So
how come your chat updates and mine doesn't?
I don't know. Surprised. Usually it doesn't.
Gosh.
So yeah, we're gonna give Petra House a call.
Yes.
Switch over to there we go.
There you go.
There we go.
I still think it's weird to have the ring turned off.
Yeah, well, we didn't like the ring.
I know, but it's strange. All right.
Hey.
Hey, we got your
Howdy.
sound.
Hey.
There we go. I think it's loading. There you are.
All set. There we go. How are you guys tonight?
Great.
Doing good.
I'm going to squeeze here a little depth and get both in the picture here.
We got you. You're both in there.
Nice. And sounds all good to go, right?
It's a little quieter again, but not as
I
bad
got
as
it,
before.
'cause
Oh, it's your computer.
Yeah.
That's on our end this time.
Sweet. Sweet.
There we go. It's getting up there. All right. So, we got it?
I think
I
so.
think we're good. So, how you guys doing?
Doing good. How are you doing? We've been looking forward to this. I guess we set this up about like 2 months ago or something. Or it's been a while.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess introduce yourselves to everybody and tell them what you're all about.
All right. Well, my name is Robert Jeffries, and my wife Lori here.
And I'm Lori.
What? We started Petra House August will be our 5th year we've been doing this. And what it is, it's a ministry that we do. We take the touring bands in our home here north of Atlanta. We're about an hour north of Atlanta, right off I-75, and about an hour and a half south of Chattanooga.
Okay.
So we're very accessible to the bands that are traveling north and south. And we were at a venue in Douglasville, Georgia called the 7 Venue, which is no longer there. The state did eminent domain and tore them down.
Oh, man.
But when we were there, one of the bands were there looking for a place to stay because the heater went out in their van. So the 7 Venue was a Christian venue. They had Scream a Prayer, and every year had some big tours come through, and we're always there. So anyway, we kind of took after them because even though they're a Christian venue, they would let any band come and play.
Mhm.
We had some rules about the language and all that.
Right.
And Tony, the owner, was always had a band meet and pray to them before and after. It was just really neat. So when we heard that band talking about needing a place to stay, we got to thinking, hey, how can we help these young musicians out when they're on the road, And we got home, got to thinking and praying about it. He said, why don't we open our home up to these bands and offer a place to stay and shower and do some laundry and get something to eat. And we did that, and our first band came, and next thing you know, it took off, saying. And so last weekend we had our 165th band.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So we've had quite a few bands come through, and the thing about it is we've met so many friends across the country and across the world. We've had a band from Venezuela here about 3 weeks ago, and England, and it's just been a real blessing to us, saying. And I got to tell you something, as a Christian home, we take all bands,
Mhm.
Christian or not. 165 bands. I think we've had 6 that actually label themselves Christian bands.
Oh, yeah.
They know all we have is a Facebook page.
Mhm.
Bands will message me, or if they have my number, they'll text me, and they'll say, hey, can we stay? And we have some house rules here of no drinking or drugs, and I got to tell you, everybody's been so hospitable and very respectable. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when they come here, we live in a subdivision on the corner lot, very quiet. We have plenty of parking for the vans and trailers and buses and RVs that come. And when they get here, depending on where they're coming from, it's all hours of the day and night.
Mm-hmm.
When they roll out of that van, I haven't showered in 3 days, 4 days. No, haven't slept. Slept on the bench in the van for like forever. But anyway, so it's very nice to have them come here and relax.
Right.
And we've had guys message us and say, well, we'll bring the beer and stuff, and we understand the party atmosphere.
Right.
I just turned 58 like 2 weeks ago, you know what I'm saying? And back in the day when I was their age, I think I could do that heavy drinking myself. But at some point in a person's life like mine, you have to realize that, hey, this isn't working out so well after one failed marriage. And yeah, so I just thank God that I was delivered from that. And I've been able to, we're celebrating our 28th wedding anniversary in July.
Oh,
So it's very,
congratulations.
28 years, and yeah, life couldn't be better. I'm living better now at 58 than I did when I was like 20, 21, to tell you the truth. So these guys that come here are such a blessing to us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the questions are that we get are they'll say, do you take more than, they'll message me, do you take just Christian bands in your home? No, we don't. We take any band. We don't pre-screen bands.
Right.
We never have and we never will. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So we've had the gamut here. Convicted felons, whatever. Gays, lesbians, Buddhists, whatever. This is something that God's laid on our heart to do, for them to come and to welcome all into our home without any judgment, no condemnation. We don't yell and scream at them. I think some churches, the guy on the street corner with a megaphone, screaming and yelling. We don't think that that's a very good. I don't think I want to approach somebody who's yelling, screaming at a microphone. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And blah blah blah. Whatever. So we take the approach of, hey guys, look, and they come in, and once they get here and they know what we're about, at this kitchen table we're sitting at right now, they'll open up, and those bands that, and some of the members that are struggling will talk to us over a cup of coffee about what's going on.
It's 29.
Yes. Yeah. Huh? 29 what?
Anniversary.
Oh, 29th anniversary. I stand corrected.
Oh.
Oh, geez. Okay. But anyway, so it's just very, we deal with affairs of the heart here. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, there's no condemnation, no judgment. And some things that we hear at the table here are things that we've heard over and over again, or many times. And we tell them that we love them, and whether they believe it or not, Jesus loves them too. And we were asked not too long ago, Mr. Jeffries from a Christian we know here in town, well, how many of those young people have you brought to Christ? And our answer to that is, something? We don't know. But we know the man that does know. See? So when they come here, we tell them the good news and what can happen for them and what's happened for us here at the house. And when they leave here, that's between them and the man that knows. See what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I think that if people could treat people with more respect, or they can come across as being a little more loving. And I mean, you don't know the bands, hey, well, they talk about hate, they sing about hate and this and that, and and one of the guys here said, well, Mr. Jerry, that really sells. For us, that really sells, you know what I'm saying? But I said, well, okay, so how can you, if that really bothers you in your heart, then how can that change? And by accepting Christ, it's not like a magic pill, you know what I'm saying? It's just that you, over a period of time, you can change some behaviors, and it can better yourself, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, for sure.
So, and that's what we do here. When we get here, all hours of the day and night, we meet them, and we have our 2-car garage downstairs and a bonus room we've converted into living space. We have 2 couches down there. Our 2-car garage is actually the living room area. 2 couches, a nice kitchen table, like a table. We have business internet with plenty of internet for everybody. we're getting a flat screen hooked up down there for everybody.
Nice.
You know, and watch some sports and weather and whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then in our bonus room, we have 7, 8 beds.
Oh,
And
wow.
some of them, one's a queen, one's a double, comes a couple of twins, and we have a guy coming to measure for some bunk beds soon.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
So you can,
Yeah,
you can
yeah. So
fit
when
quite a
we
few
first
people.
started, we've had three band tour package come. You know, you're talking 18, 20 guys,
Mm-hmm.
and we we make room. We do. We have some twin matches we put on the floor. We have a couch up in the living room. My son just got married. Him and his wife are living here. They moved out. My daughter and her fiance were living here. They just got their own place. So now we have this house, 3-bedroom, 2-bath to ourselves. We have 2 cats and a Yorkie. That's what we have now. It's very quiet here. Me and my wife, we do not like quiet. We like it. We like when the guys come because it's like a family. It is, you know what I'm saying? And when they're talking, and they can sit here at the table and talk about music business. You know, we had a year ago when we first opened, a couple bands Warped Tour stopped by, and they sat here and talked about the Warped Tour business and what was going on. It was just over a cup of coffee, and it was just really nice to have them. It's just overwhelming. It is, and um, I don't know if you've heard of RIFO, RYFO.org, and what that is. You know what that is? Look them up. What that is, it's a group of Christian homes across the country. It's a network. They contacted us a while back, and we were like, well, we like doing our own thing, but we just put an application to join them.
Nice.
Because what happens is they're going to get the bands are going to get my number that they have that want to stay. They're coming through, and we're really excited about that. And the reason why is because that means more bands. You know, 165 bands we got because other bands are telling people about us when they travel the country.
Right.
So we can only imagine the executive director, the lady we talked to last night said, once we get your number out there to text, the summer season is upon us, and you guys will probably be really busy. I said, we're pretty busy now. This is well. So we're just really excited because we love having the guys here. And so we're looking forward to that. They said maybe about another week we'll be going live with that. We'll get our number out there.
Awesome.
And yeah, it's going to be awesome. So in our deck, our house was built in 1997. So we have a deck. You heard about like decks collapsing on people because they're so old and they collapse. Our pastor at church, he used to build houses. He said, no, we need to do a community thing. We're going to build you a new deck. So they're in the process of putting a brand new deck on for us.
That's great.
And that is going to be such a blessing to the guys that come. They're going to be able to sit out there. You know, we're going to have the grill out there finally, get our grill out there and some chairs. It's going to be just more living space for guys to relax. So, definitely. And I'm going to let the wife tell you about what she cooks.
Awesome.
Anything and everything.
Anything and everything?
Yeah, one of my most popular items is a sweet tea I make.
Nice.
It's a vanilla sweet tea, and it's very popular. Everybody asks me to make it when they come. It's one of their favorite things I make here. And a bunch of baked goods, and I'll make some dinners for people. I'll make spaghetti. I'll make a good breakfast in the morning. I'll make egg casseroles.
It just depends on what time, because the bands have a certain amount of time. Some have more time, some have a lot of time. So if they need to be up early in the morning and head for Florida, they're going to be in Tampa. They need like 7 hour drive. They're going to leave early. She'll get breakfast made for them or something. Or, you know, what's really exciting is when they have a day off here, is they can come and have a day off, because we have some places in town that will, like there's a place in town that has a rock climbing walls and miniature golf and laser tag arena. We got to deal with them where they'll let them come in, you know, and relax a little bit, play some miniature golf, climb some rock walls, do some laser tag or something.
That's awesome.
You know, yeah. And then we have some local restaurants in town that feed bands for us too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's awesome. You know, we have a little well, you can't see it very well, but it's just it's a letterhead,
Mm-hmm.
Petra House letterhead. We take to restaurants in town and say what we do if they'd like to partner with us. Feed a band for us once a month. So response, CC's Pizza, let us come get as many pizzas as we want. Taco Bell, Zaxby's, this place called Shane's Rib Shack,
Nice.
Longhorn Steakhouse just got on board with us.
Wow.
Wow.
This restaurant in town called El Nepal, they just got on board with us. So Mexican place. So
That's
we're really
awesome.
we're really excited about that. And a couple places haven't. They're like, well, I won't mention who they are, but they said, well, what do we get out of it, Robert? What do we get out of if we feed a band here once a month? What do we get out of it? I said, oh man, you wouldn't believe what you get out of it. You get the satisfaction of knowing that you're helping these young people out on the road. Because a lot of these bands that come through here, some are signed, some aren't. Most of the bands come here are DIY,
Mm-hmm.
and they're struggling. Oh, well, we got to sell a CD and a T-shirt to get gas to get to Florida. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No,
Right.
you know how it goes. So he said, what do I get out of it? I said, well, you help these guys out. I said, are they playing in town, in our town, Cartersville, Georgia, tonight? I said, no, they're just passing through. He said, if they were playing in town, I might get some customers come in and eat at my establishment. But since I'm not playing in town, I can't help you because I don't get nothing out of it.
Hmm.
So I mean, it's just perspective.
Right.
We don't make. Hey, thank you for your time. Hey, thank you for your time and your consideration.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it.
I think it's
So that's what we do, and we've been doing. In August will be 5 years. When our kids moved out, we had 4 of them move out. Their income went with them. Well, some of our income went with them. I work full time,
mm-hmm.
but my kids, when they turned 18, they weren't staying here for free. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know about you guys, but
Right.
back in 1978, when I graduated high school, oh my God, 78, are you kidding me? But anyway, my dad said, hey, what are you going to do now? He said, you can't start paying rent. I got to do something. I can stay here, have your mom wash your clothes and stuff for free and all that. So it was a tough lesson. It was great. I love my dad. He died of stomach cancer years ago. I miss him terribly. But the thing is, he taught me some real good life lessons. I graduated, went in the Air Force.
Nice.
Was in the Air Force 12 years. Went all over the place. Met my first wife, which wasn't really a good thing because, like I said, we had a mutual agreement of drinking, and it just got way out of hand, and I just couldn't do it. So anyway, long story short, we ended up getting divorced. I met Lori, okay, and then the drinking stopped, and then the real good times started 29 years ago in July. So, and believe me, okay, nobody's going to go to hell for drinking a beer. Nobody's going to go to hell for smoking cigarettes. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If everybody's grown, the guys that come here, they're like, we go to the pizza place and they're like, oh, we have a beer. And I say, man, you guys are of age. I'm like, please don't think, I can't stop you guys from a beer. We just don't want that at the house.
Right.
Our neighbors are great. They know what we do here. We get guys out in the yard throwing frisbees and they get their longboards out and they're longboarding down the street, and we definitely don't need a party situation where the cops get called and
Right.
they're like,
That's taking
and then oh yeah, Petra House, yeah, go Petra House.
yeah. That's taking it in the wrong
No, we don't-
direction.
That's right, yeah. So, yeah. So that's it, guys. That's what we do in 5 years now.
We actually
August.
have somebody left a comment that was in a band. Well, that's in a band. It says Petra House family are the sweetest people in the business. They do so much for underground bands, and they don't give the recognition they deserve. Much love from the dudes in the Wise Man's Fear.
Oh my goodness, yes. See now, we have a book downstairs that bands sign when they're here that they just put their name and where they're from and the date.
Mm-hmm.
So when their friends come here, wow, they're friends of ours from home, or wow, we toured with them years ago, or whatever. And it's just something that and as far as recognition, I I think we need to be recognized to a point of people know about us,
Mm-hmm.
and bands can come because that's what we want. But in recognition is, it's like people, oh, you're just showboating. Petra House, you're showboating, and people get angry. Yeah, oh, they're in ministry, they just, all they want to do is brag about themselves. No, that's not our intention at all. We need to get the word out there about us. That's why we like doing the podcast with you guys,
Mm-hmm.
because people might see it and then the bands and say, hey, that sounds like a pretty good place to check out while we're in the Atlanta area,
Right.
So, but that's basically it. We're not 501c, so we're completely self-sufficient. Last month we just put up a donation box downstairs, and the guys can leave something great, and some do, and some don't, and in the end, we're still going to be here,
Mm-hmm.
because God always provides for us. You know what I'm saying? And people, well, whatever. Well, that's hard to believe. Well, no, it's true. When our kids left, they paid water bills, they paid light bills, they helped us with bills. So we thought, well, no, I guess we need to close Petra House because, we need to downsize. It's just the two of us now. We need to downsize, get something smaller, a little cheaper, no maintenance, maybe rent a place. You know what I'm saying? Get a place to rent. We got thinking and praying about it, saying, something, our heart just ain't in there.
Right.
God's heart ain't in there. We just can't stop. We just can't. And maybe I retire at 62, 63, 64. What we always said was, when I retire, we want to sell the house, get a big RV, and follow bands around.
That'd be pretty
And
fun.
that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, how cool. Hey, how cool would it be? We talked about this last year. Let's follow Warped Tour. And oops.
Yep.
The last year Warped Tour, I did it for that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, well. But we can still follow some big tours around,
Oh,
right?
yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
whatever. Devastation of the Nation. There's all kinds of tours every year that go around. So,
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So that's it. That's basically it, guys. I mean,
I think it sounds like a great stop for a band that's been sleeping in a van for a week, and
For sure.
I mean to come
Yeah.
sleep in a bed and get some food and
yeah. I mean, and we get a lot of people that'll be like, well, we have friends that let us stay, and along the road they'll say, well, like some of the venues let them stay, or
Mm-hmm.
a friend in town let them stay. But we like to think of ourselves as that's what we want to do. We want more. We don't want it once in a while. You know what I'm saying? We want
Right.
more. So that's the big difference, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely think what you both are doing is absolutely incredible. Because as you said, sometimes the bands just want a place to, get a full night of sleep. And it is hard being on the road and sleeping in the vans and driving for hours on end. And
Yes. Mm-hmm.
what you're doing is, like I said, it's absolutely incredible that you guys are doing this, staying self-sufficient and keeping this going.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. It's been a big blessing to us, and the guys have made so many friends. People leave here, and they'll message us later. Hey, my grandmother died. Could you please pray for my family? And I don't see nothing wrong with that. We all have choices to make, right? I mean, the choices I make, choices you make, sometimes they have consequences. Some are good, some are bad. You know what I'm saying? I think we learn from those things. You know what I'm saying? We have a sense of we can do right or we can do wrong, or we can love or we can hate. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we just choose to do the heart thing and be more on the love side. That's all. And,
The fact
and
that they can,
when you wrap your arms around somebody, you wrap your arms around a guy that comes here, and you say, "Hey, man, I love you," and I've done it.
Yeah, we've done it. That's the
we've
biggest
done it.
thing we've done.
We've
is
done
the
it.
hugs.
And the kid starts crying. Say, no man's ever said that to me. And I just, and some people act real sappy, whatever. Well, it does. I guess it may sound sappy, but I don't say I see nothing wrong with that. If you can be uplifting to somebody, or a word of encouragement in time of trouble, I know we need that. Even what we do here, we like to have words of encouragement. you know, and it's just a reciprocal thing that in your heart you can just decide to do. That's all.
I think that the fact that they can reach out to you after they've stayed there and confide in you about, a tragedy in their family or something, or advice, I thought that's amazing. You guys made that connection with someone you never met before, and then they reach out.
Yeah, and then they pass the word on to their friends or
Mm-hmm.
other bands that might be coming through, and I mean, that's why we're real excited with the RIFO
Mm-hmm.
that we're going to be joining that organization coming up, and it's just going to be more company for us. So,
Yeah.
and we like to always everybody that comes here is family. The first band that came here, we saw them in Chattanooga not too long ago. And like, hey, we talked about. We remember when you came there, yeah, and it was awesome. Just awesome to know that they would still remember us. We could talk about old times at the house, and and just and stuff like that. It was just awesome. They know that they're always welcome back. We've had guys come up from Miami to the Atlanta to the Masquerade to the Bunny the Bear was there like last Bunny the Bear, and the guy's like, hey, well, Mr. Jeffries, we're gonna be coming up. Me and a couple friends. Would it be okay if we come and stay at Petra house instead of having to drive back to Miami or whatever? I said, of course, man. It was great. That's the stuff we love.
That's awesome.
To see those guys again. To see those guys again and welcome them to our home. There's a band in Florida that we feel like going ahead and just giving them the keys. It wasn't like
I think they're broke up.
They broke up now, but at the time we're like, hey, you just want keys to the house? Just come on in. So,
They did too.
and they did too, yeah, because the basement door was open. They got here in the middle of the night. Yeah, help yourself, whatever. So that's
That
great.
was a great time. Those were great times.
Yeah.
It's too bad they're
So-
no longer together.
Yeah.
I mean, we really miss those guys.
Miss
a
those
lot.
guys. But there's some of the members have been and gone to other bands, so we still know them, and
Mhm.
so it's all good.
Mhm.
But we, and we're always looking for like not a sponsorship or endorsements or something. There was a energy drink company that sent us a year's supply of energy drinks.
That's
Really?
awesome.
Yeah, like,
Wow.
hey, Mr. Jeffries, passes out to the guys. I'm like, oh, great, And so I got up from work, and those got cases of them down the garage. So we got a little mini fridge downstairs that's stocked with water and those drinks. So when they come, they can help themselves do it. So
Nice.
anyway, we're always looking for something like that. And we have a PayPal account if anyone wants to donate on our page. And that's it, And we just had
Is that just on your Facebook page, or is that you guys?
we just have the
what I
Facebook
thought.
page, Petra
Okay.
House. Yeah. Lori, what is it? What is it?
Oh, for the PayPal.
The PayPal, yeah.
Oh, just a minute.
Anyway, do you guys have anything you want to add or anything or questions or anything? Or
Well,
I'll tell you what, if you're ever in the Atlanta area, do you come to Atlanta?
I've never been to Atlanta.
Oh, come. Yes,
I've
yeah.
been once.
We love to have you, man. We love to have you.
That'd be awesome. I've been wanting to. I keep
Yeah.
saying I want to go somewhere and do something, but then I get busy and don't make it anywhere.
Exactly, yeah. How close are you guys to the Hoosier Dome?
Not far.
Maybe
about-
like a 45-minute drive.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, because we see on tour flyers all the time in Indianapolis, the Hoosier Dome, Yeah, it's a pretty awesome venue.
I haven't made it down there
I
yet.
haven't been there yet.
Oh, okay. All
I've
right.
been to a few other venues around Indy, but I haven't been to the Hoosier Dome yet. There was a couple shows we wanted to go to, but they were on work nights and we just didn't make it in time.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, that's my problem. I work for a carpet manufacturer, and I do 10-hour shifts. So,
Oh yeah.
which is good. Sometimes I'll do 30 hours a week. Sometimes I'll do 40.
Mm-hmm.
But usually it's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So I have like a 4-day weekend almost every week, and it's great when the bands come because I can go to work. Get up early, going to work, and if I do, I have vacation days I can take. So,
Nice.
we really, very rarely are we not here to let anybody stay. My mom and sister live south of Atlanta. We'll take a weekend once in a while, or just go for a day or so, go down there, and not as much as we like. We should do it more often. But we won't be here. Then we'll try to let people know ahead of time that we're not going to be open. Nobody's going to be here that weekend or whatever.
Right.
But is it okay if I give you our PayPal information, or
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, if you want.
if anybody wants to donate? I mean,
We also posted your Facebook link in the chat too, so people can go there
Oh,
too. So,
oh, okay, all right.
but yeah,
All right.
what's your PayPal info? We can.
It's paypal.me slash left slash MJEFFRIES 429.
All right, Matt's gonna put that in there too.
429. So it's just paypal.me/mjeffries429.
That's it. Mm-hmm. Well, thank you guys.
Yeah,
Thank you.
definitely.
Thank you. And like I said, we plan on being here for the duration. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I just can't imagine after doing this so long
Not
of
doing it.
not doing it. And just
Right.
like I said, it's been such a good time and a blessed time for us to be able to put into these to be able to give something to these young guys when they're on the road. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you said. Yeah, don't you think that they get the public thinks that, oh, they have that rock star mentality. Oh, they're living the high life. Whoa, girls every night, and oh my gosh, and oh, wow. I don't think it could be further from the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Maybe for like Green Day or somebody like
yeah.
that, but I don't know.
Yeah, we've talked to members in bands that they're on labels and they're still working full-time jobs. So I think that whole rock star mentality, like it used to be, where it was just partying all night and sleeping on tour buses, I think a lot of that is.
I think that's in the past now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Things
I don't
change.
know. I the guys come here. I'm like, I don't know how you guys, and some of them are real big party bands. I don't know how you guys do it every night. I mean, because like you said, the long drives, and then they have to try to get some sleep between, and
Yeah.
they get there and they're still hungover, and they're trying to perform or whatever, and it's just whatever. But like you said, it's nice to have a place where they can just come rest and relax for a while, and
I think it means a lot for them to come to a home. It's it's comfortable. It's
Mhm.
and you can feel at home somewhat at least, and get some food, and I think that means a lot to people. You can actually sit down and relax, and
right. I mean, we've had some bigger bands that they could get hotels.
Mm-hmm.
But a couple of guys, hey Robert, this is a home atmosphere. I mean, you only do the hotel thing in this little room so much. I mean,
Right.
you actually stretch out here, and we have we have a table outside that's a smoking area for them, and they sit there relax. We always have plenty of coffee. Like I said, the wife makes the iced tea, and it's just it's a real good thing. So
Yeah.
we're so happy to meet them all. You guys have heard of I Set My Friends on Fire?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they've been around for years, right?
Oh yeah.
But yeah, they were here like last year, and I think a lot of guys like to come back.
Mm-hmm.
Just people will say, well, Robert, they're just taking advantage of you. No, I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so.
They
We
feel safe.
don't think that they're taking advantage of us at all.
Right.
We think that in their heart that they know they can come here and relax and be treated decent. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think
Definitely.
it's such
And
a.
be able to get some rest. So
I think
Yeah.
they take advantage of being. You're opening their home up to them. I'm not saying they're taking advantage of you, but I think they take advantage of the opportunity of you guys. In a good way. It's a good opportunity for them to come in and relax and have a place to stay. And you guys enjoy it, and the bands enjoy it. So I don't think anybody's losing here. It's
Right.
right.
I think it's good for everybody, and it's a
Right.
nice atmosphere.
Yeah, it's been an experience that we will never forget. That here at the house. So, and
You don't meet
again,
you don't meet a lot of
we think
people
that-
like you two that open up so much of their life to other people like that. Just I think that's great.
yeah, like the guy said, there's guys will offer the place for them when they're in town to stay or something,
Mm-hmm.
and which is great. We're always happy that guys have places to stay. But some of the horror stories we hear when they get here about some of the places they have to go to or been at,
Right.
it is kind of a heartbreaking, But yeah,
They come in, they just want to rest. We've had them come in and they say, "Oh, we're going to be getting up in about 5 or 6 hours," and it'll turn out to be 8 or 10 hours.
Doesn't quite,
Doesn't quite happen.
Yeah. Like, Mr. Jones, we need to be up at 6. I'm setting my alarm for 6 a.m. We got a 7-hour drive to Tampa. I said, that's great. I said, I'm not coming downstairs to wake you guys up. I'm not going to go down and start shaking people. Hey, guys, get up. You got to get going.
Yeah.
We don't care what time you come here. We don't care what time you leave, But I'm not, so they'll be up. They'll be past 7. They'll be like 7:38. They're like, oh, I'll come up the stairs. And I'm like, oh, no. I got to get going. And it's a mad rat. And there's a mad rush to get out of here. But we're happy that they came and just bless them on the way out. We know we'd be doing dishonor, disservice to Jesus if we didn't pray for these guys on the way out. You know what we do? We just say, hey, man, we love you. And thanks for coming. And we just pray for safe travels for you. And we pray for your families waiting for you to get home. And we pray that we are your family here away from home in Atlanta. And we want you to know that you're more than welcome here any time of the day or night. And call us, message us, whatever, if you ever need somebody to talk to. Because I know we need that encouragement too. I think we all do at some point.
I've also gotten some positive news. We had a band that came and stayed with us our first year, and their vocalist messaged me about a year later. I'm going to ask my girlfriend to marry me.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Your marriage is very big influence on my choice to do this.
That was awesome. Yeah,
it was an awesome time. I was so happy for them. They haven't got married yet, but I know it's coming soon.
Yeah,
nice.
That's great that they reach out to you and share positive news that's happening in their life.
Yeah. I mean,
I like to hear positive stuff too.
Sure, and we all have stuff happen to us, right?
Yeah.
Family dies, lose your job, break up with your girlfriends or whatever. I mean, those can some devastating things. I think that's how you react and how you handle those things is what counts the most. And we like to think that if something happens to somebody like that, they can confide in us, that we'll help them as much as we can with Jesus' help. So
definitely.
I think it's amazing. You guys are probably some of the coolest people I've ever talked to.
Yeah.
No, you guys have talked to a lot. I know you guys have talked to a lot of guys. Well, thank you. We appreciate it, and this is such a awesome way to help get our message out and our availability here to let people know about it. So, and if you know anybody else out there that in internet land that wants to do a podcast or interview, we're always up to doing that. And
awesome,
definitely.
And anybody else that wants to help us out in any way. I mean, like that energy drink company, they just like, hey, and there's so many drinks to pass out to the guys, and it's just awesome. So, yeah.
Well, send us your contact info, and we'll help spread the word for you guys. And if if bands are looking for a place to stay, we can help out with that too, and let them know.
Sure. Yeah.
Maybe people will catch wind, and they'll send you some care packages and stuff to help out.
Oh, well, let me tell you this. Let me tell you something. There was a guy here 3 years ago. We hadn't heard from him in a while. He's no longer in a band.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 6 months ago, I come home from work, and there's boxes of stuff stacked in the kitchen that Amazon or UPS delivered. This guy went on Amazon and ordered boxes of toilet paper.
Wow.
Laundry detergent. I'm like, paper towels, dryer sheets, toothpaste, toothbrushes. It was great. I'm like, what's this? I messaged the guy. He says, we love you guys. And he says, even though I'm no longer in a band anymore, he says, I'll never forget what you did for us.
That's awesome.
And for our bandmates. He said, and this is just a small way that we can help. That it felt like that I wanted to help out a little bit. And that went a long way. It
lasted. It's been over a year.
It was like, it's been a while ago, but it lasted a while, and it was just great. And to have him think about that, even all these years later, I mean, it was just awesome, and such heartfelt. It was great. But
Definitely.
yeah, so if any, it's all great. We don't, we don't. When we on our Petra House page, if you go to our page, you can see where we always welcome bands here.
Hmm.
We always, hey, we're coming in tonight for a first time visit, coming in for a second time visit, whatever. We welcome back family, and but we never put our address out there because
Hmm.
when they come here, we don't want them to rest.
Right.
We put our address on, and we know a lot of people in the music around Atlanta or whatever. And if they knew that certain people were here, they'd be wanting to come over. Hey, I want to meet them,
Yeah.
and then, hey, I mean, I can understand that, but I think that's better at the merch table, not at Petra House.
Right.
It's because we don't want them to be like, yeah, sign this and that, all this. And so yeah, we try to keep it our address so we don't.
Oh yeah.
I
Definitely.
know in today's society they can look up Jeffries and get it anyway on Google or whatever, but that they can go through that process if they want and do it. But
Right.
yeah, so yeah,
That's great.
Well, we'll definitely spread the word, and I mean, I wouldn't give your address out or anything, but I'll definitely direct them, to your Facebook page, and they can
yeah,
contact you through
yeah. I
there.
don't mind. We don't mind. Like if you want our address, we'll be happy to give it to you.
Uh-huh.
Because we know that. I mean, the bands have been here. There's so many. They sort of got our address. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Uh, we just, we don't mind in that rifle when they get on board with us,
Hmm.
they'll be doing this. They'll be texting me and all that, and getting. That's how they're going to get their addresses through me personally. The
Yeah.
rifle is going to do it.
Hmm.
So, but yeah, and you guys, when you interview those guys, you know they're coming to Atlanta. Please tell them about us.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely. We will.
And,
Yeah, if we
and
start seeing Atlanta stops on their tours, we'll have to
yeah, yeah.
let
I
them
mean,
know.
we're off I-75 when they take the exit. We're about 15 minutes to our house, so it's a little bit of a pilgrimage once you get off the interstate. But
Yeah. That's not bad
pretty
though.
much,
That's pretty
no,
close.
it's pretty much a direct shot, and we live down an old country road, and the one time they were repaving the road, and it was just there was no lines in the road. It was this band come by, they're calling me on the phone. They call us, and Mr. Jeffries, we think we're lost. This road looks really sketchy. I'm like, no, man, no, it's the right road. Just keep going. No, it's awfully dark down this road. I don't know where. It's great. I'm saying. Oh, and what about up here? Our police department out here in the country, they're really like sticklers, whatever. But the guys call me and say, "Hey," I said, "Where are you guys?" He said they're like 5 minutes away. They'll call me when they're 5 minutes away 'cause I can meet them outside and show them where to park.
Right.
It's like 15, 20 minutes, or half an hour. I'm like, where are you guys? We're pulled over by the cops pulled us over. I said, what? But they didn't have a sway bar. The trailer was like swaying coming
Oh,
down the
okay.
road. So the cops were like, what's going on? I thought they had been drinking or something. Luckily they weren't, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Definitely.
but anyway, we have some pretty good stories that over the years have can be told
I
and stuff.
bet.
But yeah, that's it.
Awesome.
That's our story. We stick by it.
Well, thank you so much for coming and talking to us and telling us about everything you do. We knew what you were doing before we talked to you, but to hear how much you guys put into it and how much you're dedicated to helping these people, it's amazing. So,
well, thank you. And like I said, if you're ever in this area, just please let us know. We
Yeah,
love to
for
have you.
sure.
We love people. We love having people here. And people like Mr. Jeffries, you have strangers in your home. How can you do that? Because it's a little unique. We agree, but we do believe that we have God's protection around us, and He wouldn't have us here doing this if He didn't. And again, it's not a bragging thing. It's just something that we know that He's done for us, and
Yeah.
we want to pass it on to these young people. That's all. And thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for the time.
Oh,
No
you're
problem.
welcome.
And anything else you want to ask us?
I don't know what I can
Right.
really add to it. I think
Yeah.
It sounds like I don't want to sound like we've been conducting the interview. You guys are the ones that.
Oh, no.
It's just that you asked us to go ahead and tell us what we're doing. It's like we our spiel here for like
No.
half an hour.
I think you covered it. I think it was great. I think it was amazing.
It was
So,
perfect.
Yes, I I like everything that you're doing, and I think it's amazing. Hopefully, you can keep going for as long as you want doing it, and
Yeah.
it's
It's gonna be a good thing. Yeah. So you guys be sure to come have some of the wife's sweet tea.
yeah, sounds good.
It's on the top of my list.
All right.
Well, thank you
All
so
right.
very much.
Thank you,
You're
guys.
welcome.
This has been fun.
Yes.
It's been a blast talking to you guys.
Yeah, it was great meeting you, and hopefully we can talk again sometime and keep us updated on how everything's going, and
We'll do. Yeah. We got your information. We'll give you a
Yeah.
message and say how we're doing.
Absolutely.
we'll try
Catch
to
up with you guys. You know,
we'll try-
we went to breakfast this morning with a local venue owner.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah, we met up at the Shoney's this morning, and he has a lot of shows at this venue, and we were able to catch up with him and talk about shows and what we do here, and we talk about like benefit show for us and this and that. And
Oh wow.
so
Awesome.
he's all about that and has done it before, and yeah.
Yeah, let us know if that happens, and we can help get the word out for it and everything, and that'd be great.
All right, thank you.
Yeah,
You're
Thank
welcome.
you so much.
we'll try.
Thank you
And,
so very much, you guys. It's been a pleasure meeting you all.
you too.
You too.
Yeah.
I just want to say before we let you go that I just, like he said, I hope you can do this for as long as you want, because you guys definitely love doing this. You can tell just by how much you support, people coming through, how much love you give them, but you're also gaining support from other people, which is great. So I think you're going to be able to do this for a long time.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, we think so too. It's been people support, and there's a lot of people that don't think it's a good idea that we do what we do, and we heard that before too. But that's okay,
Right.
because I think people are gonna not like what you do. Some people are gonna like what you do. Some people are gonna like. No matter what you do, people aren't gonna like what you do, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So it could be a good thing, a blessed thing. It doesn't matter. People are gonna be critical and say it's not gonna work and try to bring you down, and that's on them. It's just kind of like the haters gonna hate, right? And
Yeah.
Right.
you just kind of ignore them and say, okay, well, it's up to you. Whatever you want to do, that's fine.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you this right now. We just met you guys like what? Oh, it's been 45 minutes ago, or whatever, and we can say that this has been a pleasure.
Yes.
It is. It's been
And
a
we're
pleasure.
in Indian Party. We're going to say, we love you guys,
Thank you.
and thank you so much, and we'd love to have you here.
I would love to
have
stop by sometime if we ever make it down to Atlanta.
Great.
Absolutely.
Well, come to the Atlanta date for Warped Tour.
Ooh.
Who are you more excited to see on the last day? What do you think about the last year of Warped Tour, the lineup?
I didn't see Indianapolis stop. They kind of don't have a lot of the
Yeah.
bands I wanted to see, but
But
You guys have quite a local scene there. I mean, a lot of local bands and stuff, support and everything. Or
I think it's building back up.
yeah, like early 2000s, it was pretty big, and then it kind of dwindled out. And it's definitely making a comeback here. There's more venues.
Mhm.
A lot of the venues, they just do free shows. They don't charge people, which is great. But it's also great, if they do, because it helps out both ways.
exactly. So, what are some of the smaller bands years ago you think have like blown up?
Hmm.
Can you think of any that have really
From around here, I don't.
like nationwide?
Oh.
Nationwide.
I mean,
Oh man.
I can tell you the biggest one I think is Knocked Loose.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, Knocked Loose.
I could say
Uh,
Knock Loose,
Fit-
state champs.
for-
They've
State
kinda
Champs,
blown up.
yeah. Fit for a King.
Yeah.
hmm
Yeah, I mean, we saw Fit for a King here at a local venue like 3 years ago. A little small hole in the wall venue. Now look, like it's like they're all over the place now, and
Right.
love those guys. And let's see who else. Who's been touring around for years? Phineas.
Oh yeah, Phineas. Yeah.
They've been around for a long time. We like the 7 venue. Like I said, that 7 venue, they'd come play. For Today. Impending Doom. Oh my gosh, you guys been doing the Impending Doom show?
No, I
I
haven't.
haven't heard that name in a long time.
Wow.
They're still around.
Nice.
I know they're still
They're
around.
still around. I about got my ribs crushed. Yeah, again, it was like 3 years ago. I was 56 or whatever, 56. And the guy's like, "Come to the front of the stage." And I'm right there, and the guy just got crushed against the stage.
yeah.
Oh God, my ribs! I lasted one song, and after the first tune, I was like, "Excuse me," I was sneaking my way out of the.
Might stand in the back.
Yeah, I gotta get out of here. Excuse me.
Yeah.
And let's see what else was a good show here in Atlanta. Oh, was you guys able to go see the Plea for Purging on their last shows?
Oh my
I don't
God.
think I have.
Plea for Purging?
Yeah,
They
were the 7th venue for their last when they were touring last. That was awesome.
I got a crazy story for you. You're not gonna believe this. So back when I was just out of high school, and I was in a band up here in Lafayette, here in Indiana, and we had this venue called Downtown Records. Well, Plea for Purging came through here, and they needed some bands to fill in that night to play, ahead of them for opening, and Downtown Records called us, and we got to play with Plea for Purging.
Oh wow, yeah.
It was just like a Thursday night or something like that.
That was crazy. Yeah, at the show here at that 7th venue, they hung around with us and we were able to talk. It was just the coolest. I think a lot of these guys, a lot of these musicians and bands get a bad rap from the community. And, we think that if you take the time to talk to them and don't be scared of the way they look,
Right.
the way they dress, or they might have a piercing through their nose or something. They need to be able to talk too, and they're very open to talk to you.
Yeah, they're people too.
They want to talk. I think that a lot of times they just people are like, I don't know, maybe the older generation, and they get shunned and stuff, and they need the love and the positive reinforcement just like anybody else does.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like the saying goes, "Don't judge a book by its cover."
There you go.
One of the biggest bands, I think, the toughest looking bands came from Canada.
Oh my gosh! Wow, great! And I'll tell you that.
They are just, they loved on us. They loved on us.
Their name is I'll tell you that their name was Obliterate, and they're from Canada. They look them up,
Yeah.
and they speak pretty good English, and they speak good English. But when they came here, it was in the middle of hockey season. So they're all here. They're all here. They're all here. They're all in the living room on their phones, screaming in French to their phones because they were watching the hockey game.
It was fun.
It was fun.
The thing is, they're big huggers. They came up and we went to their show a couple weeks ago.
They were back in town a couple of weeks ago. We were able to go
and we
see
went to
them,
their show, and they just gave us big hugs. They couldn't wait to see us, and I couldn't wait to see them either because they're just so. They have such a place in the heart.
Yeah.
These guys
are special places.
But if you see their videos, they're pretty tough looking dudes.
Yeah.
That's
But so I think a lot of guys, your bigger bands have the bigger egos, I guess, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
Right.
But if they come here, they kind of like check it at the door, because everybody gets treated the same, signed, unsigned, DIY, whatever.
Right.
Everybody gets treated the same. So.
That's great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Well.
I would love to come down and see you guys sometime. That'd be cool.
That would be
more than welcome.
that'd be a blast. Yes, sir.
We'll have to get down there sometime.
Definitely.
We need to go on a vacation.
A vacation, yeah. Take a vacation. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Matt.
Oh, you go ahead.
I was just gonna say thanks for coming on. But if you got,
thank you.
No, thank you again, guys. Thank you so much. And this has been wonderful. I've been watching some of your episodes before. You interviewed the bands, and it's been how long have you guys been doing this? If you don't mind me asking.
just about 2 years.
Yeah, it'll be 2 years in August.
Wow. Okay.
So
Cool.
we usually like to do like a big anniversary episode. So we usually have on a few guests and talk to bands and everything, and do prize giveaways and all that stuff.
Wow. Okay. Sweet.
So it's
Very
fun.
sweet.
I love doing it.
Yeah. Very sweet.
Yeah, it's a good time. We always talk to somebody interesting every week. It's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. You ever get people that come to the studio, or
If they can, yeah.
Yeah, if they
if
can.
they're in town?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We try to get local people as much as we can to come in and tell us about their music and stuff too. So
Yeah,
Sure,
sometimes
yeah.
they'll play music here, and
yeah.
we'll set up. We got like a little backdrop we'll set up for them and put some lights up and everything and let them play, and we stream it live.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. Very nice.
Well, yeah.
All right.
Well, I think we should go.
Yeah. Well, thanks again.
I'll let
Thanks,
you guys
guys.
go. Yeah, thanks for coming on, and just keep in touch with us and keep us updated on everything that you're doing.
Oh, we will.
We'll do. You guys have a good night, and thanks again.
You
Thanks,
too.
you too.
Bye now.
Bye.
Bye.
Right.
Awesome.
Awesome people. Honestly,
Yes.
that's great.
Coolest people,
I felt like we were talking to him. I felt like I knew him for years.
right?
Definitely awesome people.
We don't have a song this week,
We don't have any music this week, but
and I really gotta go to bed.
we don't have a song this week, but we didn't need it.
So you, Matt, occupy everybody for a
Oh
minute.
no. Heartbeat.
Sing a song.
No, you don't want to hear that.
Do a dance.
No, you don't want to see that either. Nobody wants to see me dance. So that was the owners / operators of Petra House. If you were just jumping in at the end, they house traveling musicians. They're great people. You know, they do this on their own time. They help bands out. They let them stay there, you know, get some rest, you know, comfort. Even if they, like he said, they'll pull out the longboards and just go down the street. The neighbors are okay with it. They're getting support from churches, restaurants there that help them out. People send them, you know, care packages. It's great. People put in and they get it in return. So definitely, you know, if you're a traveling band and you're going through that area, definitely get a hold of them through their Facebook. They're great people, and they will welcome you with open arms. Also, we put the link on there for their PayPal if you want to donate some money. Cool. You don't have to. It's there if you want to. It's also on their Facebook page. So we're going to jump into, we got our weekly topics. I'll bring these up really quick while Grant's in the bathroom. So we're jumping in. We got a lot for you this week. We got about 5 topics we're going to talk about. Grant is a camel because he's peeing forever. I don't know if I should start it because if he just walks in, he's going to be like, what's going on? So we might as well just wait till he gets here. But in the meantime, like us on Facebook. We're also on YouTube, trying to get those 100 subscribers so we can have that nice URL that doesn't have a bunch of gibberish and numbers in it. We're on Twitter, like us there, Instagram. We're also on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher. You can take us on the road if you want to listen to us in the car. You know, if you have an hour drive to work, there you go. You can take us with you. Also, next week, we will have on Rookie of the Year. They are newly signed to Cardigan Records, so they will be on, and can't wait for that interview. Next week, Grant won't be here next week.
I won't.
But we're still in good hands. Zach Dickman's going to join us. He's going to co-host. So definitely thanks to him.
You just talking to yourself?
Mm-hmm. Pretty much. Just telling people what's going on.
Yeah, I'm going to Jason Aldean.
Jason Aldean, bye. So, you want the first one? Wait,
Sure.
let's see here.
What do we got? Oh,
Yeah, because there's going to be a story you don't want to read because there's a bunch of names in there. So if you
I
take the
don't
first
speak-
one, you won't
I
have
don't
to read
speak
it.
English real good.
I don't speak real nice.
Oh gosh, Ticketmaster starts testing facial recognition concert tickets. Frig off.
Frig off.
Ticketmaster's parent company, Live Nation, recently got into bed with and/or bought facial recognition company Blink Identity, and now the entertainment leader and face scanning outfit are testing the tech out in the concert field.
I'm not okay with this.
No. Blink's research and design has led development of systems where peripheral device, I think that's how you say that.
Peripheral
Devices can register an image of your face as soon as you walk past a sensor. Live Nation touring the partner's ability to associate your digital ticket with your image and then just walk into the show. Oh, I get what they're trying to do. That's still dumb.
Is that better?
Yeah. DMN makes a good point that Ticketmaster is the undisputed pro in forcing concert goers through hoops they don't want to jump.
That is so accurate.
So it'll be interesting.
You want to go to this concert? You got to pay for these fees.
Yeah, and there'll be a fee for facial recognition.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see if the future rollout of this face scanning tech elicits a viable pushback. There's also the matter of privacy, especially in the wake of Facebook's recent privacy snafu. How's the database of facial features protected, and perhaps most importantly, who will be sold to and traded with? And did you hear this? Speaking of facial recognition, China rolled out like this big facial recognition thing with their like through the whole country. They've had these cameras. They can recognize a citizen. And it'll bring
so
up,
it's like all those CSI Miami shows?
yeah, but like it's a thing. Like
they'll be like, pull up the cameras and bring up facial recognition.
like they can pull up your face and they can get your whole thing about you, who you are, what you've done, what you're all about.
I mean, it was inevitable. It was going to happen.
It's like scary.
Yeah.
But yeah,
they just one-upped London, basically.
We don't need facial recognition at a concert.
That's going to make me never go to a concert.
No. I think it's ridiculous. I think that's, people aren't going to want to do that.
Nope.
And it's probably going to work like garbage. You're going to be walking through and it's like, Yeah.
The picture does not match the picture on your profile picture or something. They'll probably I don't know.
I don't like
Be
it.
like, yeah, because I had a beard and I don't now. Too bad. You can't go to concert.
Yeah, that's just making it too complicated.
Who's got a razor? Just cut it off.
That's just making it way overcomplicated.
Yeah, definitely. So I saw this exciting news.
What you got?
A sequel to Tenacious D's The Pick of Destiny is on the way.
Nice.
Is it?
Is it?
A sequel to Tenacious D's 2006 movie Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny is in the works, with a comedy rock duo's lead singer and actor Jack Black toting the new film during the group's Shaky Knees Festival performance. As reported by Consequence of Sound, Black revealed the long-awaited sequel's existence while Tenacious D, Jack Black, and guitarist Kyle Gass played on Sunday night at the annual music festival. I'm glad I pronounced that right. Annual music festival in downtown Atlanta's Central Park. Cool. I don't know where you'll be able to see it, Black told festival crowd, per AJC's music scene, but we have decided that it's happening and it's coming out.
Nice.
Black reportedly mentioned a tentative October release date for the 12 years in the making Tenacious D in the Pick of Destiny sequel. You think Dave Grohl's going to play the devil again?
I hope so.
Yeah. I just love that line. He's like, I'm the devil. I love metal.
Oh, Dave Grohl. The California
Amber said, can't we just continue hand stamps?
Right?
Boom, you're in.
The glow-in-the-dark ham stamps?
Right?
Like,
I remember that first happened. I was like, what?
those were foolproof. I don't see what the problem was.
Yeah, they're like the black light.
Yeah.
Some places still do that.
Why did we move on from that?
Yeah. So stupid.
The California FYF Fest 2018 has been canceled. It looks like this will be the first year without an FYF Fest since 2004, as festival promoter Golden Voice is canceling the event. The festival was set to take place in LA's Exposition Park on July 21st to 22nd. Florence and the Machine, Janet Jackson, Bloody Valentine, St. Vincent, and more were set to perform. According to Billboard, the cancellation was allegedly due to poor ticket sales, though the official statement notes the team felt unable to present an experience on par with fan expectations. Ticket holders will be receiving full refunds. Does that mean include fees?
No, I highly doubt it. You want your fees back? Oh, yeah.
I bet they don't get their Ticketmaster fees back. This would have been the first fest following the sexual allegations that emerged against festival founder Sean Carlson. After allegations rose last November, Golden Voice parted ways with Carlson and partnered with AEG to buy a stake in the festival. Guess that didn't work.
Nope.
That sucks.
That did not work. Yeah.
That does suck.
All right, I'm going to see Janet Jackson. Nope.
Nope, you're not.
Not happening. That's why I had to read the first one, because I knew you were going to be mad when you got to right here.
Is that even a word?
I don't know. About to find out.
Do you know how to say it?
I practiced. And I'm still going to mess it up.
Okay.
So, Tidal is being accused of faking streams to boost Beyonce and Kanye West.
Not good.
Tidal, Jay-Z's off.
What?
So, Tidal, Jay-Z's music streaming service, has been accused of tampering with its streaming data to score higher numbers and payouts for Beyonce and Kanye West.
Wow.
Kanye West's most recent albums. An extensive report, Norwegian newspaper Dagens damn it.
Ha! Gotcha.
Dagens Narlandsli
Sure.
said it has investigated Tidal's internal data from a hard drive it obtained that contains billions of rows of song titles. First of all, how'd they get that hard drive?
Spies.
Yeah.
Norwegian spies.
User IDs and country codes, and found that, as translated by Music Business Worldwide, Beyonce's and Kanye West's listener numbers on Tidal have been manipulated to the tune of several 100 million false plays, a practice that has generated massive royal payouts at the expense of other artists. The newspaper's investigation kicked off in 2016 when Tidal claimed that West's album, The Life of Pablo, had been streamed 250 million times in its first 10 days, and that Beyonce's album Lemonade garnered 306 million streams in the first 15 days.
So that many people even use Tidal?
I don't think so.
It's not that. I didn't think it was that big of a streaming service that.
Right.
I don't know. It seems like a lot.
That seems like Spotify numbers. Not.
Yeah, that seems like a lot for Tidal.
It says at the time Tidal reported 3 million subscribers, meaning that every subscriber would have been playing the album nearly a dozen times a day.
Yeah.
Ow, damn it. It's the second time I've done that today.
The sound. Plink.
Dagens Narlandsli took its findings to the Norwegian University of Science and Technology, which assembled data security and cybercrime experts to put together a 78-page report concluding that Tidal seems to have intentionally manipulated its data for the two albums, as evidenced by the large presence of similar duplicate records for a large percentage of its user base. Tidal disputes the accusations. This is a smear campaign from a publication that once referred to our employee as an Israeli intelligence officer and our owner as a crack dealer. A Tidal spokesperson tells Rolling Stone.
To be fair, Jay-Z did sell crack at one point.
Yeah.
So...
Referring to a January 2000 report in which Dagens Narlandsli described that Jay-Z and Rock Nation executive Lior Tabon, with the aforementioned details, we expect nothing less from them than this ridiculous story, lies, and falsehoods. The information was stolen and manipulated, and we will fight these claims vigorously.
Well,
in January 2017 reports that Dagens Narlandsli also questioned Tidal's claim of reaching 3 million subscribers around the same time. Media research analyst Mark Mulligan, can I get a mulligan?
Mm-hmm.
Also said Tidal's active subscriber count based on its revenue could not be higher than 1 million. The music streaming company, which currently operates in 52 countries, has not released an updated subscriber count since last year.
So the 250 million or the 300 million streams is Tidal's number, right? That's the number they put out?
Yeah.
And they claim to have 3 million subscribers.
Yeah. It says Tidal reported 3 million subscribers.
So these are their own numbers they put out.
Yeah.
And so that says each subscriber would be playing the album a dozen times a day. So even if...
I mean, it's possible for some, like, not everyone, but somebody.
It would almost literally have to be everybody, though.
Yeah. So...
3 million people aren't only listening to those songs on repeat.
No.
All day long.
Right.
So by their own numbers,
especially
it doesn't make
250 million times
days.
in 10 days and then 306 million streams in the first 15 days.
Doesn't even make sense by their own numbers. They should have maybe shot for a little bit lower.
Yeah. So something's going on there.
Yeah. That doesn't seem right.
Mm-mm.
Post Malone beats a 54-year-old record held by the Beatles. 22-year-old rapper Post Malone really has been taking the world by storm past couple of years with his two albums. Austin Richard Post, best known as his stage name Post Malone, recently released his second album, Beer Bongs and Bentleys. It's not only the frontrunner for Album of the Year, but it's also been shattering all sorts of records despite only being out for 2 weeks. This includes one previously held by possibly the most iconic band in history, the Beatles, which they held for 54 years, as well as achieving the most single album sales and the most streaming of any album in a week so far this year on Tidal. No, I'm just kidding. It's only May, and yet Post Malone has landed 9 songs in the top 20 at one time. This completely shatters the record of 6, which was previously shared by both the Beatles and American hip-hop musician J. Cole. Post Malone's album also broke the record for most simultaneous top 40 Hot 100 hits as 14 of his songs entered into the charts. Only a week ago, J. Cole smashed this record as 10 songs. Unfortunately for the musician, the entrance of Post Malone's latest album meant he didn't hold on to these records for long. All 18 tracks from Post Malone's newest album graced the Hot 100 with Psycho leading the way, reaching number 2. So, I've been seeing people on Facebook complaining about Post Malone and how his music sucks and everything else. Well, obviously, I mean, I don't really listen up. I've heard a couple of the songs. I don't know his stuff that well.
Right.
It's fine, I guess. I probably wouldn't be considered one of the people. I'm not one of the people that streams his music that much or buys any of it. But you can't hate him. I mean, he's doing it.
Right. I mean, yeah, he's doing it.
He's fine. I mean, I think he's got some good stuff.
Yeah.
It's not all. I don't really care for a lot of it.
The album is great.
Is it?
I downloaded it and I've listened to it a few times. It's great.
I don't think when people are like, "Whoa, the Beatles, this and that." Well, yes, the Beatles are one of my favorite bands.
Yeah, I kind of got into an argument on Facebook about this with somebody. They were saying that the Beatles will always be the number one band of all time.
Probably.
I was like, yeah, but that doesn't mean that somebody can't be right alongside with them.
Well, and that doesn't mean somebody can't break their record of album sales.
And they were also saying that, oh, this is junk and blah blah blah. But you got to keep in mind, back when the Beatles started, people didn't like the Beatles. They hated the Beatles. They hated.
That's true.
They hated their music.
The rock and roll was the devil's music.
Yeah, they hated rock and roll, and they were saying the same thing then that you're saying now about someone else.
And when I think of the Beatles, I don't think of Beatles had the top, whatever this record was.
Right.
This wasn't what made the Beatles. The Beatles were because they were so big and they're so well regarded because they ushered in a new era of music.
Right.
Post Malone's not doing that.
No.
And that's fine. I'm not saying that he should be. But the Beatles are known for bringing just a whole new style of music to people and doing so many new things that nobody did.
Look how much has changed in music in 54 years.
Yeah.
It was bound to happen. I mean, I don't understand why people are getting so angry about it. It was going to happen.
It's actually surprising
that
the album sales didn't get broken sooner. I mean, it's so much easier to buy an album now that you could buy it so much easier.
Exactly. So
I don't know. Get all bent out of shape about it. Get over it.
I mean, just look at it this way. 100 years from now, it's not even going to matter.
No.
Amber said, but people also hate Cardi B. Haters going to hate. I'm happy for all successful people. Yeah,
but Cardi B sucks.
Yeah, I don't like Cardi B. I'm sorry. I don't like Cardi B. Some people do. I don't.
I never really listened to her.
Now she's all pregnant and stuff.
I never. I just saw. Is it her that has the weird plastic surgery done to her? It's like her giant hips.
I don't know.
I think it was Cardi B.
They all have giant hips.
Yeah, but it was like she had a bunch of surgery done and she just looks weird.
Yeah.
But you don't need to do that.
Yeah. Now she's per Gannon aunt, and I just don't know.
I just don't.
She had to cancel her tour because she was Prefnart, and so.
Well, that happens. It happens.
So yeah, that's how we got this week. Definitely, thanks again to Petra House coming on.
Yes, thank you.
They're awesome people.
Cool people.
They open up their doors to
cool dudes with a cool place to stay.
Cool people with a cool place.
Will that work?
Cool people and cool place. Cool people with a cool place to stay.
Yes, they were awesome. So
yeah,
if you're a traveling musician, get a hold of the Petra House.
Definitely.
They will gladly take you in.
Mm-hmm.
And it sounds like they'll feed you nicely too.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah. Amber asked if you're wearing a Fitbit, and no, it's an Apple Watch.
Yeah, Amber.
Same thing.
Frig off.
But yeah, next week, Grant won't be here.
I will not.
I'm gonna cry.
Well, don't cry.
It'll definitely be different, but we'll be able to get through
I'll
it.
try to get in the chat.
You want us to Skype you like at the concert?
You could try.
You're out there. Wow!
I could get in the chat and talk shit to Zach.
There you go. But
Where
yeah,
is Zach? I haven't seen Zach for the past
I don't
like
know.
2 weeks.
he's been pretty busy. He's doing stuff.
Hmm.
But, you know,
Disappointed.
for things coming out later.
Disappointed. I
But
haven't even listened to all your music yet. I haven't heard it all yet.
ooh, I can show you. But next
Wow.
week, gonna be a good one. Rookie of the Year will be on. They've been around a while.
Mm-hmm.
Got some good tunes. They are recently signed to Cardigan Records, so
Mm-hmm.
they will be on. And definitely shout out, to Cardigan for keeping on working with us.
Yes.
It's definitely awesome. It's a good time.
Show.
So that's it for episode 86. We'll see everyone next week.
Bye.